Welcome back, everyone, as we cover the series final of the 2015 neoTrans Am Series at Daytona International Speedway, which took place on October 25th, 2015. There was a lot going on this race as we had not only first up for grabs, but third and seventh place in the championship points. Weather was nice, but it did warm up over the weekend, with temperatures increasing and the clouds clearing out, leaving a slick track to greet drivers on Sunday. Strength of field for the race was 22:31, and our top qualifier was the 777 driven by Carl Martin with a 1:48.316. So as we get everybody coming out through the last part of the pace lap, see everybody's anxious to get started. Clifton Cockrell's really got to get the first place finish, or at least lead a lap and finish second to snatch away the championship from Justin Krudolph, who was unable to make the series final. And as they're off, Stefan Spontig seems to be a little bit slow to the throttle and really putting him behind at the start of the race. Now he has to score 32 points this race, which means he has to finish fifth. It's not going to be easy as he has MX5 Open champion Johan Hallberg returning to make it into the series final. Real battle here. Second place is Caleb Petrie, goes for the inside, unable to make it stick, and James King's rushing behind Clifton Cockrell. It's a drag race down the infield. Clifton's able to hold off second place as the 923 and 23 continue to battle it out. And we see the rest of the field stringing behind. Caleb really looking in, trying to get that second place, but he's going to overdrive, loosen the car up, and James King is just going to stay right there on the 923. Continue the three battling it out as they head onto the back straight, but Clifton Cockrell's going to beat him to the throttle and get a nice run, which is going to help him gain a little bit of breathing room. But as we move on to lap 2, Stefan Spontig runs into trouble, gets sideways through the S's in turn 2. Goes sideways and loses the position. He's going to drop back down to 6, so he's got some ground to make up in order to get back to third place. Meanwhile, you see the battle for third continuing up there. King's still looking for a spot. He's going to try an outside in. Is he going to be able to make it stick? Caleb gets a little bit to the throttle, goes sideways, keeps it going. King's looking to the inside here. Is he going to hold it? And he does, and Caleb runs wide coming onto the banking. Caleb Petrie in the 923 is not going to be able to bring him back in, and he'll end up finishing fourth. As we move on to lap 5, the leaders have very much distanced themselves from the rest of the field. See Carl Martin here with a nice gap on Clifton Cockrell, who's now running in second, and then a little bit further back, we got James King running in third, and then further behind is Caleb Petrie running in fourth. So these four will continue running, but they will pretty much outpace each other, so no passing is going to continue up front. As we get on to lap 6, Stefan Spontig's able to get underneath Johan Hallberg as they get back onto the banking, going through turns 7 and 8, which would be 1 and 2 if you're running the oval circuit. Stefan's able to get back in front and keep it that way. Further back in the battle for 8, Craig Williams is pushing Justin Davis, but Davis runs into trouble getting into the bus stop and hits the wall. Williams really gets lucky, able to get by unscathed. This is going to hurt Davis. It's really going to give Stephen Burbage a chance to get those points and take away 7th place. Speaking of which, lap 8, the battle for 9th continues between Stephen Burbage and William Bill Krisner. I think we said that right. Bill, if not, just let us know if we'll get it fixed. But this battle continues on for quite some time. Bill's struggling with the car with the slick track. 17, a little bit more practice in driving the car sideways, which those who've run with Steve long enough might know that's a regular occurrence with him. You see him getting real sideways coming onto the banking, but getting a good run on the 11, holding him off for just a while longer. As we enter lap 9 though, Bill runs into trouble, gets sideways and into the grass coming into turn 1. It's a tricky corner. Real easy to mess with. Although the 17 is not really getting out scot-free at lap 9 either, as he goes wide coming out of the bus stop, gets it sideways, unable to correct it, hits the wall big time. Trip Smith's able to avoid any mayhem there, but that's going to put him back to 12th place. And lap 10, Johan Hallberg tries to make a play with some pit strategy. Fortunately, as you saw, he came into things too hot, got a speeding penalty. That's going to put him an additional 15-second penalty. Really stacks the cards against him to make up positions after the pit. Meanwhile, lap 10, the battle for 7th becomes the battle for 6th thanks to Hallberg's pitting. So, Craig Williams, who actually started 12th at the beginning of the race, has worked his way up to 7th and is battling Brian Howard for 6th place. Now, these two have been battling for a couple of laps, but it's this lap Williams gets underneath him, coming through turn 3, wiggles it loose, gets on the throttle, and beats him into turn 4. This is going to hold him off for a while. But on lap 12, it becomes a bad day for Williams as he goes too wide and smacks the tire wall quite hard. That's going to cause him to pit and put him several positions down, but he'll be able to recover back to 8th place. But things got real exciting on the final lap as Hallberg really reeled in as many cars as he could with the fresh tires. He's got one person left to at least net a 0 position loss for that pit stop. Just got to get around Brian Howard. Coming to the last part of the infield, he gets to the inside, running too wide to turn 6. Can he pull it off? He looks like he's going to try an outside in. He does. He gets the crossover, gets around Howard, and that's going to give Hallberg a nice, well-deserved 6th place finish. Good show making up for that additional penalty. However, despite all the good racing in the field, today's winner goes to Carl Martin in the 777. Just got out in front, kept it that way. And 2nd place goes to Clifton Cockrell. And our 3rd place finisher today is James King in the 23 car. Just fantastic race by all 3 drivers. With race points totaled, Clifton Cockrell is going to be 1 shy of taking the championship. However, Stefan Spontig is able to get his 32 points, so he will be able to capture 3rd place over Daniel Thompson due to having the higher finish at this last race, since Daniel Thompson would have a DNS. And Justin Davis is able to hold off Stephen Burbage for 7th. So everybody bring your hands together for our 2015 neoTrans Am Series champion, Justin Krudoff. But before you go, we do have 2 awards to give for the 2015 neoTrans Am Series to our participants. First requirement is they have to have at least 50% series participation to receive an award, and SOR representatives are exempt from receiving awards. So our first off is our consistent participant award, which is given to drivers that have 100% participation, and that award goes to Clifton Cockrell, really showing that it does pay to show up, getting a 2nd place in the championship. So congratulations, Clifton. And our 2nd award today is for most improved, which is showing the greatest improvement over the course of the series. And that award goes to Trip Smith. Congratulations, Trip. You really stuck it out in the beginning. Struggled with the car in the first couple races, but really had command of it towards the end. So we just want to say thank you to everyone who participated and tuned in and gave us feedback over this year in this series. It's been really exciting. We look forward to next year. And to kind of close things out and just to have some fun, we're inviting who's currently registered with SOR to come join us for the 2015 Pushcart Derby, which will be on December 12th, 2015. This is going to be our holiday race. We expect everyone to have a lot of fun with this. It's a team event. So really looking forward to that. As far as our series go, we'll pick back up February 2016. We got a new series coming up to start things off, and then Trans Am will return in July 2016 to pick up then. So until next time, keep it between the lines.